The administrator can view all the activities of the agent and details of all the buses and the offers of the bus tickets. The agents can add all the details of the buses and can add the details of the offers available. The users can search buses and the offers and can book tickets from anywhere at any time.
There's a whole entire list there. Okay, let's say for this days. Okay. So departure you can choose today.
The system has made the ticket booking process easy and simple. Users can easily get information about the buses and the information about offers available on the tickets, which reduces a lot of time waste and physical effort to both users and agents in adding the information and in booking tickets. All the information related to buses and the offers are maintained in the database, in which it's easy to search, modify, or delete any information. The users of this application are categorized mainly in three. The administrator needs to enter a valid username and password to get logged into the application. He can view all the details of the agent too. The agent. An agent needs to enter the details in the registration form to get credentials. He enters a unique username and password to get logged into the application. He can add all the details of the buses and also the details of the offers available to the respective buses. The user needs to enter all the details in the registration form to get credentials. Users enter the unique username and password to get logged into the application. They can view all the details of the buses and the available offers and can book the tickets. Looking at Uganda, this trend is picking up slightly due to the associated constraints encountered, for example, poor network connectivity and inaccessibility to the technological gadgets. But however, as late as 2016, the transport industry in Uganda was dominated by middlemen who would be so aggressive with passengers approaching the bus stations and conmen who sold fake tickets to unaware passengers. With the introduction of the e-ticket technology, the passenger experience has been made smoother. Passengers are now treated with respect, and the structure has also eliminated the notorious conmen who flooded the bus stations. Innocent Orikiriza is a Ugandan innovator dedicated to solve problems encountered by the transportation industry, but mainly on the financial aspect of the participants. With this, he was inspired to develop an e-ticket platform which has been in position to greatly benefit the users, an innovation that costed him $100,000 for the start.
Yeah, so transport sector is expanding. Yeah, and in Africa, it's still very informal. So generally, transport operators lose up to 30% of their income collections. Yeah, that's why we thought it would be a wise idea to use technology to close those income leakages. We incorporated in 2016. We took about 3 years to build our primary product, which is an e-ticketing system for public transport. Yeah, of course, it didn't come for free. It needed an initial skill set and some minimal funding to buy testing equipment. Yeah, if you're asking me how much it costed me, it was almost blood. But in terms of costs, about $100,000. Okay, actually, on full scale, for example, on one of our clients, who is Starlink, we've closed income leakages almost up to 30%, almost, yeah, because we've closed all those gaps where the conductors pocket some money and don't issue tickets because the inspectors come in and they know which seats should be free. The system tells them everything. The management knows how much money should be coming up from the field. But yeah, a major case is actually our train client When we came in, they were collecting about 25 million. Yeah, after piloting and implementation of our system in 2019, they were collecting 60 million per month. Yeah, I think you see the relevance with the leakage gaps.
The smart ticketing market is expected to grow at a rate of 12.1% and reach a value of 25.9 billion US dollars by the end of the forecast period 2026. The intended audience is mainly technology investors, integrated device manufacturers, original equipment manufacturers, research and consultancy firms. Orikeriza gives us a highlight of what his innovation is like, and later we shall have a detailed explanation of how it operates.
So the system that we provide is a digital app. It's an app. It runs on a POS machine, which is a point-of-sale machine. Instead of using the manual receipts, the operators, who are, of course, the conductors and the clerks, use the gadget to key in the information of every sale they make. So in that sense, the owners of business know how much money has been collected, how many passengers have been transported, and of course, it creates more transparency and minimizes income leakages.
He explains the process of developing this idea and different costs incurred along the way, and a brief on what should be considered when starting up an innovation.
Yeah, so as any tech startup, before incorporation, you need to have the idea. You need to have the innovation idea. You need to design it, prototype it, and of course test it. Our idea is more of a system, so we need skills, people with the right skills. So we had to work with a team of engineers, have servers in Amazon, yeah, and of course do piloting with bus operators. Our first pilot was in 2018, early 2018, with a company called KK Travelers, yeah, where we deployed e-ticketing machines on all moving buses from Kampala to Arua. Yeah, so those are some of the costs. Human labor costs, I can say, then server hosting costs and R&D costs.
Uganda scores poorly on different global ICT indices. The primary reason for being ranked 152 out of 176 countries in the International Telecommunications Union due to the poor infrastructure and low levels of internet penetration in the country. Although over half of the population has access to the mobile services, only a 60th has access to the internet. With very low intensity of use, the country cannot enjoy network effects associated with increased information flows and productivity gains that are reflected in economic growth and opportunities for social upliftment. This stands a great obstacle to the innovation industry.
The challenges we've encountered are still ongoing. There's low-level adoption of tech, especially in Uganda. Let's say in Africa generally, but in Uganda, people taking up digital ideas is still a little bit hard. And that has caused our innovation to be underutilized. So we run a very robust infrastructure, but then a few people use it. We spend more developing it, we spend more maintaining it, but we still don't have critical mass. Yeah. Then the other challenge is, of course, the literacy. They don't use it, not because they don't want to use it, sometimes because they don't even know how to use it.
But this has not hindered Orikeriza to develop a solution with this innovation to address some of the challenges encountered by the internet users, one of them being poor internet connectivity.
What our system is able to do, among the many things, of course, it works offline. The reason for offline mode was because of the poor connectivity, especially in areas outside Kampala. we serve intercity buses which go as deep as Bwindi, which go as deep as Bugera, almost up the border. So within our pilot projects, we found out that some areas don't have good connectivity, and sometimes it impacts the issuance of tickets. So we came up with an offline mode. The offline mode works in such a way that you can make a sale. It is recorded here. Then when internet comes on, it synchronizes to the server systems. Before you use offline mode, our machines know the type of data, the information that is on the server. They bring a copy on the device, because this device has a secure memory. We store that data of how much is the ticket from one place to another. Then in an offline mode scenario, the machine will retrieve that price and allow a conductor or clerk to issue a ticket. Then later it reports back to the central system about the ticket which was issued here. Yeah. And that happens, of course, only when you have connectivity back.
Orikiriza takes us through how you can book a ticket as a passenger from any place of the country you reside with FAST, the desktop version.
The first site is for the passengers who don't have a smartphone. They can go on a computer, if they have a computer, and book tickets online. So it's a passenger-based portal, ticketing marketplace for buses, trains, and ferries. Our system supports buses, trains, and ferry ticketing. We don't have a ferry client yet, but we are looking forward to onboarding one. Yeah. Then we have another portal for the managers. Yeah, managers. I'm going to show you a testing account of what a bus manager would look like. Yeah. They would have access to this system where they can see information that is coming in from the machines with conductors and clerks in real time. They can see history data, how much has been collected in previous days, even 30 days ago, up to 1 year. Okay? Then we have dashboards in terms of like the pie charts, which gives you a quick glance on how business is performing, depending on the type of staff. Let's say booking clerks, conductors, if you have agents or customers, passengers buying online. Then we also have trend graphs. You can check, for example, between a certain period, and the system, if it has data from some offices, to give you the trend of how they are performing. Same here, trends for monthly, and we have more graphs. Like it's the dashboard gives you a lot of information, but quick glance. But then the most important thing is that we have reports here which are detailed. So you can go in a single report, say collections report, dive in deeper and check how much money was generated in a specific time range. Select all the users of the system or specific users and specific buses. Yeah, so it depends really on what you're looking for. I can select a few, or I can select all, and I perform a search. If I want, I check by a certain type of mobile, certain payment method, or I select for everything. So the system connects to our servers and gives you the summary plus details, yeah, of each transaction that went through. Yeah, massive data. Yeah. Then you have the access to an Excel sheet, which you can download as a manager and analyze. Yeah, analyze each transaction that is in this summary. Yeah, so that is meant to download. No worries about it. If it doesn't come, I'll show you other things. Yeah, but also we have the staff summary report for performance check. For different people employed within a company, you can do a performance report. Yeah, you see the ranking of who's bringing more money and how much tickets have they made. on which specific buses, using which type of devices. Yeah, this kind of information we gather. Yeah. Total amount collected, position in ranking. Yeah. Those are the key reports, but there are much more reports here. We even detect fraud, so if something happens and is malicious, our system will detect it. Yeah. We have a lot of things, configurations or bookings. You can check people who have booked ahead, who are going to travel in a certain period, and you can check their passenger manifest, like the information of who is coming to board your bus, like your bus. You have it ahead of time. This is helpful in many ways. One, ensuring security, because you know who is coming. Two, creating loyalty programs, because you know who is your customer. Yeah, majorly. And of course, accountability. Yeah. That's okay for this, unless there's something else, like you want to postpone the ticket, someone doesn't have travel that day, you can postpone to another day. The record will change accordingly. So I can push this to another date, select another seat, you know. And okay, there were 2 passengers, so I have to select 2 seats, and that, then I postponed. And I have a ticket, a new ticket generated for me. Then I can print it and I give it to the passenger, and they cancel the old copy. These things are all there, inbuilt. This is okay.
What about the bus conductor? Let's take a look at how he uses the technology to execute operations.
This SIM card can use Wi-Fi. It's a very intelligent, smart POS. And has a scanner, it can scan. And of course has a printer, which holds paper. Yeah, so the app we use for conductors and clerks is called Kasaiba Admin app. It's secure, the app. You cannot access it when given the username and password. Yeah, so I'm going to use testing credentials. Okay. Sorry, I could use maybe 1. Then yeah, if you want, you can view the password. Yeah. If it's long, it won't let you in. Yeah, so I have to check the username is long. Yeah, this is correct. See that authentication. Only accessible using the right credentials. Then it has 3 main functions. The first one, the key one, is the quick sale, the one you saw from Jesse. The next one is the reports. What you sell gives you a report. The third one is the inspection one, where you scan to validate a ticket. This is used by conductors, this is used by managers, this is used by inspectors. That's how we've made it simple, ready for everyone. But we also ticket luggage, so you can issue a ticket for luggage, maybe cargo on a bus. Yeah, or anyone who is in logistics can use this function. It's very detailed on its own, has its own reporting. Yeah, it has its own scanning. You can see that. But today we are focusing on the quick sale, where I'm going to just assume or suppose you're traveling from Kampala to, let's say, Mbarara. Okay? I don't have to type full. Selectors, the system knows this information. Then you're traveling maybe on Saturday. Then I will search the system to tell me the available freight. You could travel on a testing bus, or you could go on a real bus, like Perfect Coaches. For purposes of the demo, we shall do a testing bus. Maybe from here to Mbarara is 30 K. The seats that are free for booking are white in color. The seats that belong to staff seats are blue, and when you book or select, the seat changes. So I'm selecting seat number 7 for my demonstration. And next, we need your passenger information. Andrew, for example, is your first name, and I need to know your other name. Okay, Barija Andrew. These are optional, but in most cases we take a phone number. What's your phone number?
0759 12 98 07.
Yeah, this is enough. You can pay by cash or mobile money. We also have a wallet. Yeah. Let me pay by cash. I'm assuming you're going to give me cash. Yeah. So you have a digital ticket, and this machine will give you a printed receipt to give to the passenger as proof of payment. The same proof of payment acts as the passenger ticket. Yeah. Ready for travel on Saturday. This is it. So that transaction has been recorded here in reports. It has become one of the transactions under reports. I believe this is it. This is your ticket. Then that transaction can be validated by an inspector. Please bring. Yeah. So the system can read and know this ticket is valid. Yeah. If it's not valid, it will tell you, but this ticket is valid. If it's not valid, it gives you an X. Yeah. If the machine is totally offline, has no access to the internet, the system will detect it. And to tell you ticket things in offline mode, and you select that, and you can issue an offline ticket. In offline mode, we can basically command the system a bit, but it knows some information. It knows what the stations where the buses go, but you can command it the price. Let's say from here to Arua is 50K. You can give it the passenger information, then you issue a ticket. It knows the buses that go there, so it will pull some for you. Then you can, just a minute. Yeah, it's quick. Yeah, it's quick. For offline, it's quick. Things are quick. No server involved. The machine has its own capacity. Yeah. But do you notice the difference?
Terms and conditions.
In online, we know more. In offline, we are working under limited conditions. Yeah, that's it. Then you have offline report. Of course, the machine has stored it. It's one ticket done offline. Now, when the machine comes back online, by default, the system is going to process that transaction, which is here. It's going to send it to the server automatically. So the system this side will see it. It has, even before you go there, on the dashboard, it will come. It's there. It wasn't there. And I can even check now who's online. Yeah, I'm the one. There's someone else in the park who's there. Right. But that report here of offline gives you more details on what that transaction was. One ticket, 50K. Isn't it what you have? Yeah. From Kampala to Arua. Yeah. So I think it answers your question on how the offline mode works. Yeah. It's majorly. And the timestamp of when it was done is also captured. By who? Yeah, all that.
Orekiriza has also gone ahead to develop the mobile version of the system, putting the fact that majority of the citizens possess mobile phones as compared to bigger computers. Take a look at how you can book a ticket while at your place of comfort.
So this is an online ticket booking, deals in buses, trains, and if you're in Kampala, you want to go to Masaka, Kampala. Masaka. So you select the day, because it is booking, you have to select the next day or some other day. Okay, so you search for it. So this is the bus that is available. So this is a fee we are going to pay. It shows here. So you select the seat you want to use. I can select number 6. Yes. So here you can use apply three seats on one ticket. Okay. So here shows the passenger seat. We booked passenger seat number 6. Yes. So passenger name. Isabella. You can the name is always inside because you opened up the app, and so it is already there. Isabella. This is my profile. It's already there. So yes. So how are we paying? By mobile money or by wallet? So we select wallet. Do you have luggage? Yes, I might be having luggage. Select on your luggage. Yes, I have 2. Or maybe I don't have. You leave it. Wallet. So you apply. Please add passenger 1 detail. Yep. The other time. Yes, it yes. This is for the staff. Why? Select passenger. Isabella. Oh, payment code. So you select the payment code, my wallet, then. So this will show you the amount you're paying. Yes. So me as a passenger, I'll get a confirmation to put in my PIN. Yes, if I'm paying. So I confirm it. Booking successfully confirmed. So let us view our booking. You first go to the home page, my booking. Yeah. So this is what I booked.
It can be observed that computer applications are very important in every field of human endeavor. Here, all the information about the customer that made the reservation can be gotten by just clicking a button. With this new system, some of them. It will also reduce the workload of the staff, reduce the time used for making reservations at the bus terminal, and also increase efficiency. The application also has the ability to update records in various files automatically, thereby relieving the company staff the stress of working from file security of data. Barige Andrew, Smart 24.